What's up everyone? We're back with another Bazaar run today. This time I have a little bit of a different approach when it comes to recording. We're starting this off from day 9. You can see we're at 6 victories already and I have laid the foundation of the build. So I think it's a pretty interesting one and I think it is certainly worth showing off in a video. So what are we doing here? We have a bunch of small weapons as you can see, and the main combo is that most of them have very low cooldown, like you can see, for example, the slingshot has 21 ammo, so basically it's going to never run out, and it has a cooldown of 3 seconds, not to mention that it deals 100 damage, which is quite a bit. We also have this Halady, which has a multicast of 2 every 6 seconds, so that means it basically gets to deal damage every 3 seconds. And in between them stands the Yo-Yo, which I think is going to be the center point of the build. It deals 67 damage with a cooldown of 8 seconds, which looks horrible until you also read the flavor text at the bottom, which says when you use an adjacent item also uses the yo-yo. So when you combine it in between the slingshot, in between the Halady, it triggers basically 4 times every 8 seconds, which is a lot. It's a lot, it deals a lot of damage. We also have some miscellaneous weapons right here that just have low cooldown and nothing else going for them. They are replaceable, maybe if we find something we can replace them. We also have this pepper spray which deals damage every 5 seconds, and also if it so happens that we do go down to low HP, it's going to slow down all of the enemy equipment for us, so it gives us a chance to recover. We also have this piece of equipment, the Dragon Tooth, which lets us spend 3 gold in order to permanently scale up all of our stuff for 3 damage, which is very important. Like, if in case you didn't know, the yo-yo base stats has 1 attack, so we have scaled it up to 67 attacks, so now it does a sizable damage in combat, in part thanks to the Dragon Tooth. And most importantly, we have this drum. Whenever we use a weapon, all of our weapon gains 2 damage for the entire duration of the fight. We also get to haste our weapons, making us use them up even faster. So that 8 triggers, or 4 triggers for 8 seconds calculations that I did earlier, it's actually basically twice as fast. It's going to be 8 triggers every 8 seconds. So this yo-yo is basically triggering once every second, dealing 67 damage and scaling up the entire roster of items for 2 damage each. We also got the restorative effect on it, which makes us heal for 45 HP whenever we use a weapon, which, in case you couldn't tell already, it happens quite a bit. Then we also have some skills for max HP gain, some attack generation, some crit rate generation. Also, we got this from a monster. Whenever we drop down to 50 HP, we're going to be generating 1000 shielding, just in case we go down to that low, which typically doesn't happen. One last thing before we hop into the run, we have some money generation over here because we are playing Pygmalion. You can see we have 18 income, which means we get 18 gold each day. And on top of that, we have this item, which whenever we buy stuff, it gains 2 value. And whenever we buy stuff, we also get 30 max HP, which explains the high max HP that we currently have. The bootstraps also upgrades the stuff that we currently have. This generates us some spare change, which are these coins right here, which we can sell for 2 each. And yeah, on the whole, we generate a lot of gold, as you can see. We can sell these right now even. We have 68 gold, almost a nice amount. But without further ado, let's hop into the run. We still have 4 more days to go. What do we want to do here? We can get some chocolate bars for even more max HP, which is actually going to be quite a little bit with the pawn shop item. We can visit one of the other merchants for getting an item from another class, which honestly I don't think we really need, so let's go for the chocolate. I think we are rich enough that we can afford to go for the gold tier chocolate. We don't have the space to get all 5 of the chocolates, but I think 4 of them is still going to be good enough. We also level up. We can upgrade our leftmost heal item, which happens to be this because of the restorative enchantment. That's going to be a massive upgrade for us because, When we upgrade it, as you can see in a second, getting it down to max upgrades, we are hasting for a lot and we are incrementing the damage by 3 instead of 2. So we're scaling up 50% quicker now. We can also sell the chocolate bars. Getting a ton of max HP. I believe we climbed up by 500 max HP from the beginning of the day. Let's go for some haste and charge skill, as we are hasting quite a little bit with the drum. What do we have here? The first time you fall below half health each fight, haste your items for 2 seconds. As I said before, I don't really think we are going down below half HP, so maybe not this one. The first 5 times we crit, we can charge an item for 2 seconds, making it trigger even faster, which sounds very appealing right now, even though we only have 21% crit chance. And the last one is whenever you use a property, haste adjacent items for 1 second. We don't have any properties in our build, mostly weapons and this large drum, so let's take the alacrity for the charging. I believe this build is strong enough so that we can take on even the toughest opponents, so let's go for the hardest one. Perhaps we even have more max HP than them, and you can see how the build is going to operate. So we start off a little bit slow, waiting for our items to charge up, but as soon as we do, you can see the amount of damage very quickly climbing up. 120 already, 130, and all of a sudden they're dead. I think we scaled up by double damage on the yo-yo itself. Yeah, basically. We get their Ouroboros statue, which is poison synergy, but of course we do know poison, so we're going to immediately sell that off. Now we have a nice amount of gold. Would you look at that? What do we want to do next? We can go for small or large items. We do have a lot of small items worth upgrading. We can also look for some economic items, which is something specific to Pygmalion, which is this character. I think we already have enough money though, so I don't think we really need any more economics. So let's just hope for the small items that we already have. We can see a cookery, a rewards card, which I don't think either of which we really need, especially the cookery being so expensive. If it was 2 gold, I would have taken it just for the max HP scaling. This is kind of interesting though. When you sell this, get 3 small items from any hero. We can just try that just to experiment a little bit. Can we find something interesting perhaps? We see an old sword, which whenever we sell, we give our leftmost weapon 6 damage, which is actually an amazing get. We're going to put that on the yo-yo, giving it 12 extra damage. This one is from the same class as us, which is a little bit unfortunate. Maybe we could have gotten another yo-yo. Getting another yo-yo and chaining them infinitely would be the dream come true. Unfortunately, we didn't get that. We got another barbed wire though. Unfortunately, we can't really combine them when we get them separate like so. So we're just going to sell it for the extra little bit of max HP. Maybe reroll for another chance at the shipment. We get a landscraper which generates value, business card which generates value, and brass knuckles, which I don't think we really want because the cooldown is a whole 8 seconds. And believe it or not, that is way too slow for us. So I guess we are either going to get some gumballs or we're going to sell some or buy some medium items. We don't use any medium items, so let's go for the gumballs. We get the option of taking up to 10 gumballs, and this is what the gumball is. This one is the blue one, which gives us crit chance. This one gives us max HP. Of course, every gumball that we sell also gives us 30 max HP, so this is incredible. As is this red gumball, giving us 1 extra damage to all of our weapons. So I think gumballs are an amazing selection for our build in particular. Getting to scale some more damage up. This one scales up our shielding, which we do none of, but it's still fine for the 30 max HP. Let's continue selling. This is another gumball for crit chance. Some more for max HP. And we actually level up, which makes us able to upgrade our leftmost item. This is already max level, so we're just going to upgrade maybe the Dragon Tooth. Either that or we can upgrade the pawn shop, but I don't think we really need to. Let's just upgrade our damage scaling with the Dragon Tooth, and now we get to scale up for 10 damage every time we start the fight. Which is absolutely incredible. Let's sell this gumbo as well before I forget. Hopping into the fight, it should be a very easy and straightforward victory, or so I would hope. I think we're extremely overpowered for this point in the game. Like, you can see our opponent right here is trying to do a little bit of damage and poison and healing. Is it going to matter at all? I don't think so. You can see we're healing through all of their damage, we're basically ignoring all of their poison, and we just win without any issues. Absolutely overpowered. It's going to be even more broken if we find the yo-yo, which is the main reason why I wanted to show off this run. What do we want to go for now? We can go for medium items, a temporary boost, or a small non-weapon item. If it's small, we want it to be a weapon, so I don't think this is a good option. We don't need a temporary boost as we are already overpowered. We can sell the spare change for the extra little bit of gold. I guess we go for the medium items, hoping to find something decent. This is interesting. Cash cannon. When you gain gold, permanently give this damage equal to double the amount of gold gained. So you can scale this up to infinity as well, but I think our build is already too powerful and we don't need to change anything. This one generates us some gumbos, which we did say were good, but I don't think we really need them, so let's just reroll. I don't know what we're looking for, maybe something interesting showed up, but unfortunately none of these are it. So let's continue onward. We can go for large items, maybe the shipment. We can get some XP maybe, but I wanted to go for some large items. Maybe we get to upgrade this pawn shop as well, because it is a large item. Here's a shipment. Let's try it out. If it is a yo-yo, I think we're set. So let's go for it. We sell. And would you look at that? We got the infinite setup going. So what do we want to sell? I suppose this Fang has done us a good service, but we no longer need it. Now we can just do this. Chain the yo-yos together. Absolutely incredible. When we sell this, we get to increase the damage of all of our stuff by 4, which is absolutely amazing too. This bomb squad is no longer required. And I guess we just reroll now. Hoping for a pawn shop, which we didn't get, but that is perfectly okay because this yo-yo was exactly what we were looking for. Can we do anything else? We are encouraged to spend gold in order to upgrade our stuff for free, but I don't think I want to do that for useless items. Let's fight the strongest monster and completely destroy it. As you can probably imagine, I can't wait to see this in action. It is a little bit slow to get going, but once this slingshot triggers, you can see just the infinite shade. It is infinitely scaling, infinitely healing, and obviously it melts the opponents almost instantly. Amazing stuff. We get this Gatling gun. Deal 20 damage and reduce this item's cooldown by 20% for the fight. So this is another method to infinitely chain attacks, but I don't think we need it. Once again, I think we already have exactly what we need. Let's take a look at the level ups as we sell this one as well. 63 gold now that we have. Some loot items maybe is the way to go, because I don't think we need any spare change. I don't think we need any tools, so let's just get this. What do we get? Some crit chance, which is amazing. Maybe put that on one of the yo-yos. And some HP generation, which we very desperately needed, as you can see. What do we want to do now? We can look for any item in the bazaar, but honestly, let's just get the gumbos. They're max HP, they are a very sizable increase to our team. It is a little bit tedious to keep buying them and going to the stash to sell them, but I think it's going to be worth it, especially if we get the crit ones or the damage ones. Here we go, 2% crit chance, some max HP. Yeah, the run just plays itself. I think I can just skip every shop until the final day and we're going to be winning super easily. But yeah, this is the strongest way I have managed to discover that you can play Pygmalion. Even though they are known as the shielding and healing class, uh, probably not the best way to go about it. This beehive is also interesting. I might do a build with it in the future, countering heavy attack builds from the opponents. At the start of each hour, gain 10 max HP and we have extra income. Uh, it's not a bad purchase, but we don't have the space for it sadly, so I think we just skip it. We reroll, hoping to see another weapon, and here we go, we get the slingshot upgrade. Now it is max level as well, it has 29 ammo, so basically we're never going to run out of ammo. And we get to, unfortunately for them, torture another innocent opponent. I don't know what counters this. Maybe item destruction, which I think this robot class does have, but I'm not really sure. I guess we'll get to see together. They are a very heavy burn build with some shielding, but I think we're just way too overpowered. Yeah, we are immediately melting them and they are dealing almost no damage at all. Or so I thought, but all of a sudden they're actually putting out incredible shielding. That's actually a great loss. I didn't expect that to happen. For all of the hyping up of the build that I did, I guess the robot class is the one that counters us completely. So maybe let's not get too cocky as we sell some of the spare change. And try to keep upgrading. Shield skill is not really what we want. Burn skill, non-weapon item. None of these are what we want, unfortunately. Let's go for the burn item though. Maybe we get a small weapon with burning effect so we can put some extra burns on them. I don't think any of these are that appealing. Maybe let's reroll. Yeah, we have a lot of properties, but honestly, I think we already have all that we need. I'm not really concerned with the last turn's loss because that build is like 1 in a million that we lost to, so let's just keep upgrading by getting some nice skills. What do we want to get? First time use a large item each fight, which we don't use, so we don't care. Properties we don't use, shield items we don't use. We get this one, I guess. The first 5 times we crit, we get to charge for 3 seconds instead of 2. Let's destroy another innocent monster. And hopefully we don't have the same incident repeating, even though once again it happens that this opponent counters us. They don't counter us hard enough though. They did destroy one of our items and they did have some counter damage, but it was not strong enough, so we just get to win anyway. Another level. We can get more income. One of the skills that we have is that our weapons have damage equal to our income, so of course we want to be building that up. Now we deal 4 extra damage with every single weapon. And honestly, I don't think we need any medium items unless they are a weapon. Even if they are a weapon, maybe. Let's try to get a temporary boost so that mistake that happened last turn doesn't repeat itself. Let's give our weapons 20 more damage. Let's get some more gumballs. I guess we are going to have to be tedious about this. I thought we were super ahead of the curve, but apparently not. So let's just play it safe by buying every single gumball that they have. Let the bootstraps increase the upgrades that we currently have. The crit chance is going to play a large part in charging our items, so I think it's going to be super crucial for us to have. Let's buy the last gumball. It's a crit one. We currently have 40% crit chance on our yo-yo, so I'm feeling relatively good. This opponent though, I think they might be the same person who defeated us last time. So I am kind of concerned, but if it's not them, we should be winning. Let's take a look. This looks like a completely different build, so I think we should be fine, hopefully. Let's not be cocky this time. Okay, yeah, that went a lot smoother. They didn't even get to attack. They do have a very cool build though, with the dinosaurs dealing thousands of damage, and they would have destroyed some small items, I believe, so good thing it didn't have to come to that. Let's sell some spare change for some extra gold and max HP. Do we buy experience or do we look for some items? I say look for some items. Cargo shorts. Whenever you buy or sell or upgrade this, get 1 candy and 1 spare change. So let's buy this. We get some spare change. We get to sell them for some more spare change and gumballs. This one gives us max HP. Basically the pants paid for themselves. What is this? Open sign. Weapon properties adjacent to this have plus damage equal to the value of your highest item. I don't think that's necessary. Neither is the healing, so let's just reroll. Hoping for some upgrades, which sadly we don't see, but we can buy this weapon just for the extra little bit of HP gain. So buy, sell this. Buy, sell this. We have way too much gold anyway, so let's just use it for something. Like a temporary boost perhaps, another 20 damage for the day. This freezing build might be a little problematic. We are kind of susceptible to freezing. But maybe we're good. Once these yo-yos start chaining, I don't think freeze matters at all. Or maybe it does. It's good though, it seems. Like, we get frozen all the time, but they're still dying very quickly. So, here we go. Finishing them off with the yo-yo. It's a little bit slower than usual, but I guess that's a given. And we get one of their skills. At the start of each fight, freeze all non-weapons items for 2 seconds. That's incredible. We don't care about this being frozen. All of the rest of the stuff are weapons. And we get to massively disrupt our opponent with this. So what happened 2 turns ago, I don't think is going to be happening again. Spent all of your gold, gain 25 max HP for each gold spent, so we can get 1500 max HP. Or we can get some more income, which I think is going to be the play, because it does increase the damage of our weapons. Let's go for some skills now, maybe some damaging skills. When you crit, your heal items gain 20 heal for the fight, so we can increment even the healing on this if we want to. When you use a weapon, your shield items gain 30 shield for the fight. I don't think we have any shielding. Let's just go for the crit chance, I guess. Not super exciting as an option, but now we get 35% crit chance on all of our stuff. Some more gumballs, my favorite. Let's take a look at what we get. Once again, we're hoping for crit. HP and damage, I guess, are second and third best though, so we're not going to complain. Some shielding, which is useless, max HP, some crit chance. Let's not forget, we scale up 30 max HP every single time we sell a gumball, even if it's not a green one, so I think we're doing wonderfully. Even this shield one is going to be good for us as we get some max HP from it. This Vanessa player, I don't think is going to be able to do anything. Even if they are a bursty build, we have over 7000 HP, so let's take a look. Yeah, okay. It looks like we're the damage dealers now as we get to destroy them with relative ease. Going up to 9 victories. Hopefully we don't have to lose for the second to last time. Hopefully we get to finish off with a win as we get a temporary boost. Let's first sell this off though. Oh no. It's struggling a little bit with the connectivity issues. Here we go, we're back. In case I didn't cut this off, we had some connectivity issues, so we're back here again. Let's sell off the spare change. What do we want to get? I think we said we wanted the temporary boost for the extra 20 damage on all of our stuff. Another skill. We can afford basically anything. When you use an item, your items gain 10% crit chance for the fight, but we start off with 50% less. It's not a bad one, but I think we can do better. Even with this one that gives us more and more crit chance, I think we can improve. Let's go for base damage if we can. The first time you use a large item for each fight, freeze an item for 8 seconds. This would be amazing if we had a large item. It seems like we downgraded a little bit, but we can just do your leftmost weapon deals 24 more damage. Just like so. And I guess upgrade the yo-yo as it is one of our main damage dealers. Honestly, put it like so. Put it on the left. Put the slingshot right here. Because the yo-yo's infinitely chained together, we don't really need to put the Halady in order to help. We get to fight the same icy opponent this time. Maybe we get to steal another one of their skills. Yeah, we get to freeze their stuff, which is amazing. They get to freeze our stuff in return, but even if they do, even if they build up their big weapon, it's going to come nowhere near our max HP. So we should be all good to go as we get to destroy them. Hopefully we steal their other skill, even though I don't know what it does. We actually get this one once again, so we can upgrade it. At the start of each fight, now we're going to be freezing non-weapons for 3 seconds instead of 2. So if our opponent is a defensive build like that fight from a while ago, it's just going to be basically insignificant as we destroy them immediately. Let's try to go for one final level up. Sell bronze junk items, so we can risk some coin. I think either is fine. Let's try for this one since it is a rarer event. What do we want to do? We can gain max HP, we can gain some gold, or we can gain some XP. Let's go for the XP because that will level us up and it will give us a very important enchantment. What do we want to do? Slow effect, crit effect, or what lifesteal effect? Oh wow. Honestly, let's go with the lifesteal. I know we're already healing for an infinite amount, but let's go over the top with some lifesteal and put it on the yo-yo. Now we lifesteal for 220 damage plus the 45 heal that we already have. Chaining infinitely, scaling infinitely, and hopefully winning. It's crazy to me that we lost one round even though we had an infinite build going. Hopefully it doesn't repeat itself. They have a ton of gold stashed, they have a relatively scary looking build, but I think we should be fine once we start chaining. And would you look at that, we win without any issues. What a sick build. This is my favorite build that I have managed to construct. Thankfully I managed to get it in a video. But yeah, golden victory, not a perfect one this time, as our win screen is glitching a little bit. But yeah, the main characters are right here, the double yo-yos chaining infinitely together, freezing our opponent's items, getting a massive amount of max HP so we cannot be bursted down. And yeah, this is going to be it for this run. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I really hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.